Hello and welcome to the day ahead. It is Thursday, September the 1st. I'm Andrew Gagan. Well, global equity markets fell again overnight. Wall Street extending its losses for a fourth straight session. That rounds out the weakest August performance in 7 years for US equities, as investors worry about earnings growth amidst aggressive interest rate hikes. After hitting a 4-month high in mid-August, the S&P 500 has lost more than 8%. The Dow and Nasdaq also ending the session lower, with both indexes losing more than 4% over August. The losses overnight were more acute in the tech sector and more specifically chip makers after soft forecasts from Seagate and HP, with Seagate citing macroeconomic concerns that are forcing cloud companies and PC makers to cut inventory levels. HP is expecting full-year profit to be hit by slowing PC sales. However, shares in Snap jumped after saying it will cut 20% of its workforce. Chewy was sold off after the online pet supplier retailer cut its full-year sales outlook, and meme stock Bed Bath & Beyond plunged more than 21% after announcing job cuts and the closure of 150 stores in an attempt to turn around the non-profitable business. Well, private sector employment in the US moderated in August, with ADP data showing payrolls increased by 132,000 last month, half the number of July. Most of the job gains were in the services sector. Meanwhile, mortgage applications in the US fell close to 4% in the past week, and the Chicago Purchasing Managers Index there rose slightly. And Cleveland Fed Reserve Bank President Loretta Mester has said, in order to bring inflation under control, my current view is that it will be necessary to move the Fed funds rate up to somewhat above 4% by early next year and hold it there. I do not anticipate the Fed cutting the Fed funds rate target next year. Well, Fed funds futures traders have priced in a 70% chance of a 75 basis point interest rate hike at the Fed's next policy meeting later this month. US Treasury yields continue to move higher, the 10-year up to 3.18% and the 2-year touched 3.5%, a 15-year high. Major currencies were mixed against the US dollar, the Aussie trading around 69 US cents. Well, there'll be further selling pressure on the local market this morning, with ASX futures currently down 1%. Global oil prices continue to fall, Brent crude down almost 3% on expectations that slowing global growth will see oil demand weaken. Iron ore futures rose marginally, while base metal prices were mostly lower, and the gold futures price fell more than 0.5%. And the crypto market has bucked the trend in equities, with Bitcoin up close to 2%. Ahead today locally, we'll get house prices for August from CoreLogic, as well as housing finance figures and private capital expenditure. And that is your day ahead. We'll see you again tomorrow.